Hey, how's everybody doing? Let's play some more Final Fantasy 1. Alright, I think we're going to go ahead and head up to that cave we talked about last time. See if we can't figure out our way through there. At this point, we're roughly about halfway through the game. How's everybody doing? Anybody decided to do a playthrough of their own? I think... Oh, we went the wrong way. So this is actually a really long rowboat. Rowboat ride if you want to take the rowboat there. If you've watched this far and you've decided that you wanted to do a Final Fantasy playthrough of your own, leave a comment. Let me know. Let us know in the comments what team build you decided to play through with. Did you find it more difficult? Okay, I think we're going to have to go back to the boat. So did you find it more difficult or less difficult than you anticipated? This one is actually being more difficult than I had originally anticipated. Just hit 10,000 for next level. So leveling is going to slow down markedly from here on out. Okay, so according to the map, it looks like we can head up here to this cove, port there, and then use the rowboat to the cave in the north. Cave in the north. So I think you can dock, or you can like anchor your ship and then hop into your canoe. You don't necessarily have to have a stone inlet or a stone port inlet. This could be problematic. Running into groups like that, we're not gonna have much problem leveling. Oh wow, this is a big group. Piranha, crocs, and all kinds of other stuff. Finally back on land. Alright, let's go ahead and camp. We'll save. All right. I don't really remember too much about this place. But I do remember that there is a certain way you have to navigate the maze in order to get to the item that we're after. I'm gonna try to do it from memory, but if I can't, I'll bring up my walkthrough and specters. Wonder what those things can do to you. Luckily, they're not resistant to weapon damage. Oh. Alright. We got a lot of golden needles, though, so... Maybe since we're higher level, we'll be a little bit more resistant to these things. Okay, so I'm not going to take that quite yet. If we keep getting preemptive strikes, then we'll do all right in this place. Okay, yeah, blocked off. That's a big group of undead. I think there might be an axe in here too that can upgrade our axe warrior. My memory is pretty fuzzy on that though. Ghasts, wights, wraiths, and specters. Man, that Dia is a first level spell and we're still using it on undead. That's very powerful. Alright. Don't think there's anything in the middle there. At least that we can get to. Dark Wizards. Let's see what kind of abilities they've got. Okay, they can blast us with fire. They can slow us. Not my favorite mobs. Let's see, I think you have to fall down into that center area down. Oh, these guys again. Yeah, this is definitely a place where you're going to encounter the most undead. The mini-boss in here is also an undead creature, so it's, as long as you have fire or Dia spell, it is dangerous, but as long as you have fire or Dia spell, you're probably going to be alright. It does have one special ability we'll talk about before we fight it. But it's nothing we've seen before. Oh, my spell didn't have an effect on him. I didn't know that that it would fail. That's kind of key. Okay, so here's this place that we're talking about. So see these little cracks in the ground? Whenever you, and that, those little cracks in the ground will open up if you step on them and you'll drop down. So that diamond thing in the middle is what we're after. That's the lodestone. But we have to drop down on top of it. There's no way that you can get to it from this floor. But we can raid these chests. Oh! You kill him? Oh, my. That's not good. First time I've ever seen that spell used. Don't think these things are undead, but we'll try Dia on them anyway. I'm gonna try to scourge us again. Okay, I'm gonna use some down on him. These guys are pretty nasty. could try casting fear on him next to see if I can get him to run away. I think we'll go ahead and kill him. Pretty tough mobs. But we got a level out of that. And we obtained clothes. Sometimes these old Nintendo games, they do those things, that kind of stuff, just to spite you. Gonna get everybody back up to full health. Got plenty of these wolves can breathe blizzard on you. Man, he is. I guess because he's got the fire. He's got the flame mail, so he's already kind of protected to it. So that's why. Oh, there we go. There's a flame sword. It's worse than the ice brand, but should be very effective against the mobs in here. Alright, so gotta find another. I'm gonna step on this middle one here. Fall. Yeah, I think that's the right one. But I don't remember where we need to step in the room above. So we need to go to a room above. It'll have cracks in it as well, and we have to step on a certain one. Oh, that's a cool effect for the flame sword. And step on it, and we'll fall down, right in front of the lodestone. But when we do, there's a boss waiting there for us, a mini boss. So I don't remember which way to go. Monsters in the box. Dragon in the box instead of Jack in the box. There's the ice armor. So I'm gonna start kitting this guy out in that stuff. Those. Flame Sword's pretty effective against these undead. Okay. I see a door over on the right-hand side. These guys do have a pretty powerful frost attack. I'm using my magic protection spells pretty liberally because I've got a lot of ether to recharge my magic if I need to. Oh, thought I saw a... there's some stairs. Let's go over here and see if there's any... There's Ice Storm. It didn't hit you too hard, but still, you get a whole pack of these guys, and every one of them do it. It can put some hurt on you. Okay, looks like the stairs are all were Mind Flayers. I don't know if I've ever encountered them before. Don't recall fighting them. My mage group, probably a good thing. Silence all my mages and can't. Bloody bones. So I've got a friend who's played through this game before, and I've been watching his playthrough, and he lets his guys get down into the red as far as hit points concerned, and I I just do not like to do that. He's had several times where he's never had a full party wipe, but he's had a couple times where a couple of his dudes have been taken out, and he's had to, like, hightail it out. Some ether. I like that one time when two of our fighters got stoned. No, not that type. We're not into that kind of stuff. $10,000 gil. Alright, so this, I believe, is the room where you choose to fall down. Maybe when I go in and I look, something will trigger in my mind. As to which one. Okay, there's just one choice. Ice shield. We're gonna have an ice warrior, a fire warrior, an ice warrior. Alright, so when we drop down here, we're gonna we're not gonna drop right onto him, but when we take the step that we need to get the item, we're gonna encounter a boss. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of maintenance here. Make sure everybody's full up on health. And use up the rest of our potions. Okay, so see, it drops you right here. So be careful, because if you move wrong, you'll step on another one of those things and it'll drop you down again. So when we step on this thing, there's going to be a fight. So here's the evil eye. So he's got an attack that's auto kill. I don't know if it's the same as Scourge, where it just knocks you out. But there's an auto kill. He's got just an instant kill attack. And I don't remember how. He is undead, so he's good. The flame sword's going to be good against him. You can take one of two routes. You can go ahead and just try to burn him down as fast as you can with Dia, or you can try to silence him. So I'm going to try to... I've got a second Dia down here. I'm going to try to burn him down as fast as we can. See what happens. It's a mini boss, you know. I'm pretty high level, but if you're playing just normal XP, you might be in the high 20s when you come down here, and he can be a little bit of a handful. All right, so we got our lodestone or levistone. So now we have to drop down one more time. and make our way out. That's all you need from this place. And I think if you take it back to the guy in Crescent who was talking about it, he'll tell you what to do with it. We're going to test that theory. I don't remember exactly. We're going to test that theory here in just a minute. We're going to head back to Crescent. See if he'll tell us what to do with it. And we're going to be another level before we get out of here. It is quite the walk. Back down this way. Oh, these guys. I'm going to see if I could take one of them out. At least one of them out before... they're pretty resistant to damage, as you can see. A lot of the time, probably about, I'd say 7 out of 10 times, they're going to try to melee you, which is good. Once they start casting spells at you, they can be a handful. Probably the most dangerous things down here. They did a really good job with the spell effects in this game, in this remaster. Really like it. Props to them. Okay, so I think there is a... Yeah, there's a... Oh, wow. Pesky demons. These guys hit pretty hard. Back in the old game, they used to cast lightning all the time, but I don't see them doing it in this version. Alright, well, they're not that much of a deal anymore. Okay. I think... Yeah, it's up here. La la la. La 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 la. Alright, so we're out. Let's camp out. and then we will save the game, and then we'll head back down to Crescent. So this is going to allow us to get an airship, so we'll be able to go north and be able to access all of that land that's up there. It's funny. It doesn't. The crocodiles don't remind me of this, but every time I see the hydras, it reminds me of that scene in Waterboy where he says, "Mama says that crocodiles are so aggressive because they have all those teeth and no toothbrush." All right, let's see if my theory was right. Let's go ahead and take a little nap. Or as one of my favorite English streamers says, take a little kip. I always thought, I've heard him say kip before, and I always thought it was like a sip of tea. Alright, how many high potions do we have? Let's go ahead and max out our highs again. Let's go ahead and get her. Look good on everything else. Are there any other status effects other than poison? This can't do anything against KO and stone. I haven't had an occasion to use it yet, so. Let's go ahead and do 40 volts. Well, the potion sellers in this playthrough are making bank off of us. And we got some stuff to sell, too. Sorry, this is an old habit from World of Warcraft where you have to keep your bags clean all the time. Like carrying around stuff that I'm not using. Worm killer. Use that against those dragons. Might use that against Tiamat. Tiamat's considered a dragon. In Dungeons and Dragons lore, she's a dragon. I need that mithril shield. These gloves. Clothes. Need these knives. Okay. I think I'm gonna go back to Ice Brand for my warrior, my sword guy. No. Okay, he doesn't say anything, but luckily I know where to go, not necessarily what to do. I don't remember if I have to do anything or not. I think we just go there and use the Levistone. These are great to grind on if you're using just one XP. They give you a lot. Not all that powerful. They'll poison you, but they're not that powerful as far as attack power. All right, so I think what we'll do is we'll. I think there's a river that's pretty close there that we can hop into in our canoe and then get on the land. We have to take it down to that desert down to the south. we're going to start finding items that have spells on them that you can use. I'll point them out as we find them. Okay, it just automatically does it. So if you have the Levis Stone and you come here, it'll automatically do this little cutscene. It's not an earthquake. All right, there's the airship. So now we can really start moving around. There's only certain places you can land it. You can't land anywhere. But now that you got it, boy, you can really start flying around the map. This is really cool. And I don't recall if you got this kind of perspective look last time, when you play in the regular game. But now we can start exploring this northern area up here. So there's the big tower. That's the last place we're going to be going to. There's not a whole lot of around in here. I think that's where we go to do the dragons test. And then this is where the dragons live. They live in these holes here. And then there's this village here. You have to come down here and land in this field. So let's go visit the dragons and see if they will let us do the trial. These are the dragon caves. Do not fear me. You have some spine in you, human. For some reason, these dragons don't get ticked off when you steal their stuff. Dry ether. I think that's a more effective items. Let's see. Dry ether do. Stores 5 each magic level. So that's kind of like your X pot, X potion. Ah. A Beretta. Looks like Gamera. Any of you Godzilla show fans out there, you'll know who Gamera is. I used to watch those all the time when I was a kid. Loved them. I still like them today, too. Have you spoken to our king, Bahamut? Which, this is really cool, because Bahamut does make an appearance in the beginning of Final Fantasy XIV. He's the big dragon that comes out of the moon. Have you ever seen the intro cutscene or cinematic for that game? Dragon King confers a great honor upon the brave. That's what we're here for. It's customary for dragons to venture northeast to the Citadel of Trials. There, let's test our mettle by claiming a token of courage from within. Sorry, this is the best Smog voice I can do. I can't do. Well, who played Smog? Can't remember the guy's name. The form of the token of courage changes with the times. Not let its appearance deceive you. It's a long, spooky hallway. Down here. This is the King's Chamber. It's a graveyard. This is the Chamber of Bahamut. Dragon King, mind your tongue. Dragon King looks within to measure a person's true courage. I am the Dragon King, Bahamut. I confer honor upon those. Strength and courage are true. Turn to me, token of your courage. Okay, so we can go get the rat's tail. Is what he's looking for. So we'll go grab the rat's tail, come back, and we'll upgrade our guys. That way we're gonna really start kicking some tail. So while we're here, we'll go ahead and see what's down here in these places. If you don't know about the upgrade, usually the game really doesn't lead you to it narratively until you're done with all of the first three castles: the Earth, Fire, and Water Castle, and crystals. It'll lead you to here prior to going to the. Once, long ago, Northland was filled with beautiful shrines and towering mechanical castles. So very long ago. Dragons of the Cardian Islands have no love for senseless killing. What about senseless stealing? Guess they don't mind it. It is a rare thing to have humans visit us. If you're valiant warriors, you should speak with Bahamut, our king. Elixir. What does an elixir do? Fully restores HP and MP. Yeah, see, sometimes it'll, might not be able to land on this island. Oh. Ah, there we go. Once, long ago, an age when man and dragon lived together. Basically, these guys just give you a little bit too much. It's nice to open chests without monsters popping out of them. Only the truly brave can obtain a token of their courage. Ah, cool, another X potion. That will be useful. I don't know if this is going to work. We are not doing this. We're not really doing this in the proper order. A place where we can land. Okay, yeah, I think we have to just land here. Oh, we can't land in the desert either. It's not good. Wow. Gonna be quite the trek. These guys don't look like tigers. They look like bears. They just said werebear, I wouldn't have laughed as much. Look kind of silly though. Sabertooth. Need yeah, we're pretty healthy. Go in. Let's go ahead and save the game. Not have to make that trek again. Just in case something disastrous happens. You have come bearing the crown, I see. Your fortitude cannot be questioned. Indeed not. Very well. I shall grant you the right to undergo the trials. Go now. Sit upon the throne. Your courage will be put to the test. If true courage dwells within you, you will find proof of it here. That's right, we're ready. Where's the throne? There's the throne. These other rooms. It wasn't a throne at all! Rakshasa! These guys are in the Dungeons and Dragons compendium. Like magical tiger men. I had meant to end this little segment in that chamber, that round chamber, but I got too overzealous. But I'll be right back. We'll play some more Final Fantasy number 1, the Pixel Remaster.